Okay, why don't we go ahead and get started? Thank you all for being here today. Denver is very honored to be chosen as one of the geek cities by Results for America, which is one of the innovative cities around this country using data and evidence-based information to help us drive policy and decision-making and budgeting in the city of Denver. As a result of some of the work that we've done through our Peak Performance Initiative in the city of Denver, a management tool that I brought into the city once elected, I appointed David Edinger as the Chief Performance Officer for the city, and he has implemented the process of training 2,000 city employees to help us identify waste and weed that waste out of the city processes. As a result, to date, we've identified savings of about $11 million in soft and hard dollars. And these have come in ways of simply, in some instances, hard dollars that we've been able to put back into the general fund and redirect and investing in our quality of services. And secondly, the big one have been like Denver Human Services, where city employees have identified ways to reduce delivering aid to citizens from taking 5 days to really about 85 minutes. Those are real productive efficiency savings and opportunities. So we're glad to be joined by Baltimore and Miami, New York, Providence, San Antonio, as geek cities around the nation have used data-driven and evidence-based decision-making to improve the lives of our citizens. I'm going to stop there and I'll address any questions you all may have.
Mayor, I think when people hear that you're saving that money, a lot of people would make the inference that maybe services were going to decline. In this case, that's not the case.
Absolutely. I think, and I know that, and by the way, I'm one of the city employees that have gone through the training. I took a week to become certified black belt in our peak performance training. It's called Peak Academy is what the program is called. And what we're taught in that program, it is not about reducing the quality of service or the amount of service, quantity. It really is about how do we improve the services while at the same time identifying waste and getting it out of the system. And so city employees are very dedicated to improving systems or service delivery as opposed to reducing it.
How important was it to get ideas from the people on the street, not just from managers or from somebody who's not out in it every day?
Well, first of all, it's very important to get to the people who are delivering the service. Those are city employees. We have a city employee base of about 11,000. 2,000 have now been trained. These are folks who are delivering these services every day. And they're now been empowered to say, give us your best ideas as far as what you see as waste and how we can improve those systems. And we are taking those ideas and we are implementing them in the very heart of the service delivery apparatus of the city and county of Denver. So city employees, our city citizens should be to rest assured that the people who are trusted with delivering those services are the very folks who are going through the process of making sure they have the highest level of delivery possible.
How did this come about that Results of America evaluated? How does that work? Did you guys nominate?
You know, I'm going to have to ask you to take a look at them. I don't know how this came about, but we're very honored to be chosen. I'll tell you, Baltimore really created this process of data-driven, evidence-based budgeting and decision-making through a program called CityStat. It's one of the best practices that I found when I was running for mayor. We took it and coined it peak performance to play off of our mountains, but also the level of performance that we want to operate at. And we have fine-tuned it with today's innovative process improvement steps. And we have, taken it even a step further. We have cities from all over the world now coming to Denver to receive our training and to figure out how we've done some of these things. So, we have learned from some of the best across the nation. And to be included with Baltimore is really an honor because, again, they have really been the ones who set the pace decades ago on this process.
Is there any one specific thing that you could highlight that people would easily understand? And is there one coming up that people can expect to see as far as specifics?
I'll give you some examples. First of all, we are looking at a human service, and I mentioned this earlier. When you walked in and you were looking for SNAP or food benefits in the city human service system, through all the federal regulations and paperwork, it would take literally anywhere from 5 to 10 days for someone to be approved, just approved for services, for the benefits. Today, we are doing it in 1 day. And this was driven by city employees at Department of Human Services who went through painstakingly, first of all, got certified, and two, went through the process of what it takes to certify and cut that time down. Secondly, if you look at the Public Works Department, you have city employees who were looking at, we were sending mail out certified to citizens who really simply asked the question, why are we doing that? Postal Service can deliver something overnight just as quickly at this postage stamp rate as we were doing, as they could if we were doing it registered mail. And they saved $1.4 million doing that and cut down productivity. So these are the sort of things that, these are, and I'm talking about, these are soft dollars and hard dollars that we're talking about. So when I use those terms, we are combining those terms. But these are real dollars that people, that city employees are saving. Yes.
Just one for the direct mail, exactly the hard dollars
Yeah.
is $45,000 in annual savings.
Did I mix it up? I must have mixed it up with something else I remember. So 45,000. So get that one right. We saved $45,000 to Public Works. Thank you.